Hey guys, it's Aaliyah here, and today I kind of want to share some of the stuff that I learned over the weekend with you guys, and I kind of want to talk about finding yourself, being yourself, and loving yourself, which I know is really broad topics, but they're also very important. So over this past weekend, I got to go to HOBY, which is the Hugh O'Brien Youth Leadership Conference, and it was a truly life-changing experience. If I look exhausted, it's because I am. And I just got back home today, but I had to make this video for you guys because HOBY honestly changed my life, and I want to use that to help inspire others and help show others. So one of the main things that I want to talk to you guys today is about being yourself and being proud of yourself. This is a thing that I really struggle with because I feel like a lot of the things that I am are not accepted in the community that I live in. I have very different views and opinions than a lot of the people in my community, and with being vegan and everything in this very agriculture community, it's very hard to stand up for who I am and what I believe in. But that's most definitely something that I'm going to start working on today. I'm gonna start being myself. When I go to Veg Fest, I'm gonna get like a few vegan shirts and start wearing them and just showing pride in myself. I actually had a gay person in my group who really inspired me to do this, and if you're watching this, I love you and you know who you are, and thank you so much for showing me that you can be who you are and be proud. The next thing I learned was I learned a lot about leadership, which is obviously like what it's about, but I've never really been a leader, and this conference taught me so much about it, and it was amazing. If you guys have a chance to go to HOBY, I would definitely recommend it. And let's move on to self-love. So this week I've been focusing on self-love a lot more than I was. I did a small little challenge that I know that some of you guys did, and I love you all so much for that. I got kind of busy over the weekend and didn't really put anything up, but I think I'm going to start like another challenge. So definitely comment down below if you guys would be interested in that on my Instagram, which is also linked below. So I wanted to give you guys some like self-love tips, some self-care tips, and I want to go more into depth about being yourself and standing up for yourself. So first, let's talk about self-love. My journey through self-love and getting to self-love and loving myself and my body and everything that I am has definitely been a journey. It's been probably over like a 4-year journey, but like recovering from my eating disorder set me off into really figuring out that I need to love myself no matter what that means going through. So one of the major things in getting self-love is self-care. I cannot tell you guys how important it is to take care of yourself. Some of my favorite things to do for self-care is to take a bath when my body asks me to, use like essential oils in there or Epsom salts or something. I also got a candle the other day, so I've been using that in there, and it's lavender scented, and I love lavender. So baths is definitely an amazing way to practice self-care. Another thing that I really like is just drinking a cup of hot tea when you feel stressed. I'm in love with tea. It's helped me through so much, and it's always there. It's like a warm hug in a glass that you can have for free in a moment, like 5 minutes time. So I would definitely recommend that. Another thing is just reading, like just sitting down with your favorite book and reading. For some people, it's coloring. For self-love and self-care, it's really up to you. It's really up to you on what you do, and it really depends on your personality and what you like to do. So for me, I love taking baths. I love feeling the warmth around me. I love reading, and I like watching Netflix when I feel stressed too, and I really love like warm stuff. It makes me feel cozy. So for me, self-love looks like taking a rest day when I'm supposed to be working out, or sleeping in late, or going to bed early even. It's putting on a candle and a movie on Netflix some night. It's turning off my phone for an hour. Like, self-love is so many things. Self-care is so many things. It's such a general, like, huge topic. but you have to find what works best for you. Some people I know really like to listen to music and just kind of chill, which I totally understand because I love that too. But yeah, you just gotta find what works for you. Make sure that you're listening to your body. And another thing that people don't often talk about is listening to your mental state. If you have a lot of stuff going on up there, it's probably time for you to step back, take a moment, sit down, and relax. Give yourself some self-care. Let your mind go crazy and just sit back and watch it while you do something that makes you feel good. And that's another thing with self-love is it's hard to love yourself when you're always stuck in your mind. So next time that you guys get your mind gets anxious, it starts telling you you're fat, whatever it is, I want you to do a few steps. I want you to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Relax your heart and your area around your heart and release your shoulders. I want you to feel your feeling. Put a box, a line around where it is. Imagine a color. Imagine what it would look like. Is it moving? Is it pulsing? Is it stable? Is it going from one place to another, or is it staying where it is? I want you to make every single observation about that feeling that you can, and then I want you to take some deep breaths into the feeling. So for me, a lot of times I get a tight chest, so I'll breathe into my chest, which really always helps me with my anxiety. And I actually don't have anxiety attacks a lot anymore because I use this technique and it really helps me. And then next, what I want you to do is close your eyes and breathe through the feeling. So just keep breathing through the feeling. When your mind tells you things like, I shouldn't be feeling this, I don't want to be feeling this, why is this happening? Other comments like that, just say thank you, mind, and let them go. So do that until your mind kind of ceases, and then you may not get rid of the feeling. A lot of times for me it does, but that's not the goal. The goal is to make you accept your feelings and understand that they're not gonna hurt you. I feel like this video is really random, but I have so much to tell you guys. Your mind is not gonna hurt you. They're like the scary monster, your emotions and your thoughts are like the scary monsters under your bed. You always thought they were gonna hurt you, but guess what, they never did. Hurt you, right? They're only thoughts. They can't hurt you unless you let them. So really our mind is trying to keep you alive. It's beautiful, really. Your mind is like a computer. That's all it is. It's like a processing network. But we gave this impossible job to it of making sure that everything is perfect all of the time. Imagine if you told your body to jump to the tallest mountain in one hop. That's pretty much what we told our mind to do by telling it that everything needs to be perfect. If you're not trying to figure out how to avoid things, you're trying to figure out what to do because they happened. Your mind is simply overwhelmed. The way that you fix this is simply not making it your mind's job to stop anything anymore. What your mind's job is to do is to think of amazing things. It's to process things. It's to learn about the environment. It's not to solve all of your problems. Emotions don't happen until thoughts start occurring. That's when we get those emotions. So if we can really step back and realize that it's not our mind's job to take care of us and to make sure everything is good all of the time, our minds will turn back into the machines that they're supposed to be, working efficiently, better than any computer that's out there. Our minds are beautiful things, guys, but you can't expect your mind to work if you give it an impossible task that it works on day in and day out, every single minute, every single second, every hour of every day. You really need to step back and realize that your mind can't save you. You have to learn to go with the flow. Life is meant to have ups and downs. It's like a roller coaster, and it truly is, you guys. Once you step back and find peace in the fact that you can't control everything around you, actually you have very little control, you will realize that life is beautiful, and everything that happens, whether it's good or bad, turns out to be an experience either way. So I want you guys to try this out. Give me feedback about if this technique worked for you. I love this technique. I got it from the book The Happiness Trap, and I love that book. I'm reading it right now, and I've loved it so much. It's helping me so much with so many techniques. And yeah, so I wanted to talk to you guys more about being yourself. So me myself, I'm a very weird person. I'm crazy, I'm energetic, I kind of talk a lot. I'm really passionate about animals, obviously. I'm a really helpful person, I'm a really thoughtful person, I'm a really empathetic person, and I tend to have a lot of feelings. I feel things deeply. I don't like drizzle, I like hurricane. Every single time I have a feeling, it's either full out or not there at all. I'm an all-out person, but I always try to hide this from people I'm around. I have this face that I have when I'm in public, the one I'm around when I'm with my friends, and the one that I have when I'm at home. And I really want to put these all together to be who I truly am, because at home I am this crazy body positive person who loves myself, who's energetic, who's super excited about life, who's working to help the voiceless, the animals, who's working to end discrimination, who's so compassionate and so passionate about everything. But when I'm around other people, I'm just like every other teenager, and I get really caught in the negative stigmas that are around, and talking about suicide and death jokes and things like that, which I really hate to admit, but my school is not a positive place right now, and I often get stuck in that. So that's going to be my #1 goal, and I think I might start a challenge, self-love challenge or self-acceptance challenge. I don't know. I'm going to figure out something to do for you guys and myself so that we can work on becoming ourselves more and having more love for our beautiful selves. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this super duper random video that was probably also pretty long. I'm excited to get back into YouTube. I really missed it, and I'm already really passionate about it. So if it's your first time here, click subscribe and like this video up. Check out my Instagram, it's down in the link in the bio, and look out for another video. I don't know when it's coming, because I don't know when this video is going to be up, because I have a job and a very busy life. But I love you guys so much, and I hope that you had a beautiful day no matter what day it is. And if it wasn't beautiful, do some self-care, and then make tomorrow better. I love you guys so much. I'll talk to you later.